I think I'll double with somebody.
All right, you ready to write this down?
Roger.
Yeah, Daryl, get your pen.
Oh, man, that'll be too much trouble.
I'll forward it to you on text.
Okay, yeah, I'll say this. Text it to me.
Okay, it's the fan is called a Axel Alpha X-Ray India Alpha Lima fan series is what it's called. It's a metal muffin fan. The product number is an Axel 1225, and the model number is a Lima Sierra 1225 Alpha Separation X-Ray. And the dimensions on it are 4.7 by 4.7 by 1 inch.
You got a filter for that too?
1225.
Yep.
Model Lima Sierra 1225 Alpha. Separation 4.7 by 1 inch.
Yeah, it's separate. It's dash separation, whatever you want to do, but it's separation after the alpha. It's separation X-ray, and yeah, they've got a guard for it that's got the filter built into it, and I got that also. I think it was $8, but that's a different part number. So hang on if you want that, and let me get that to you.
Okay.
It's probably listed with it, isn't it?
No, because I didn't find that out till after I got that. Then I saw that, so I've got two separate orders. Just hang on, I'll get it to you.
No worries.
All right, it's a Silverstone. Here it is. It's a Silverstone 120 millimeter fan cover with grill. It says, let's see, it's Foxtrot 121. It looks like that's it right there. It's already got the filter and everything built into it, so that's what you should need.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll Google this thing up here in a little bit and order me a couple. I need to fix up some couple other ones here for a couple amps, just where they get plenty varied so they can breathe.
Well, there's one other thing that I bought. It may not be necessary, but it's a rubber anti-vibration gasket that they sell, and I got that. It's made by Cooler, Coollerguys. Cooler Guys. It's a 120 millimeter anti-vibration rubber fan gasket. Amazon's got that. It's $5.10 for that.
All right. Sound like a wrap then. I'll get that and take a look at it. No problem. Appreciate it.
Yep. So I got all that stuff. It says that it fits 120 mil DC or AC fan, so it should take care of the problem. Gets rid of the vibration noise, and anything you can do to improve cooling is a good thing.
So does that bolt onto the back of the amp, or do you put it inside the amp?
76, right?
There was two. Hang on a second, Jay. What was the question?
Does that bolt onto the back of the amp, or do you take the original fan out and put it inside?
No. This goes on where the power supply is. You've got that slotted grate over there. This goes to the outside.
Well, that's what I was thinking. So you're supercharging the other fan.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I had on my 99.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're doing.
Okay, cool.
It pressurizes that whole case, and I tell you what, they run a lot cooler when you do this. I've had one of the 76s before I did this too, and it worked out really well.
Oh yeah, you probably increase your volume by 2.5 times.
Yeah.
Not by that much. It goes to about 40 CFM from 30. It's still got to squeeze through that little bitty squirrel cage fan, which in free air is rated at 40 CFM. So with pressurized air feeding into it, it'll do 40 CFM.
Well, anything more is a plus.
Well, I did an experiment. You know these these blow up yard decorations you have for like Christmas and Halloween, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, we got one last Halloween, I think it was, a pretty good size one, and the first crack out of the box, the fan motor burned up in it. China, what can I say? So I was looking around the house, and I took a muffin fan, regular old small muffin fan, and I bolted it in place of the original. Well, it didn't quite have enough oomph to fill it up good, so I took another muffin fan and built a wooden box to go around it and put that outboard, and did just like you're going to do with that fan on the back of the amp, supercharged the first one. And it increased the pressure by at least twice.
It's like a compressor in a jet engine.
Yeah, pretty much. You put one right behind, right behind the other, and it's amazing how much difference it makes.
Yeah, nice thing about this, with that filter on there now, I won't have all that dust and crap that was in this thing. This thing had a lot of junk in there I had to clean out today.
Well, I've been running a little foam filter on the back grate of these things for years.
No, this one doesn't have that, but here by Wednesday when it comes in, it will.
Open up.
The only thing you have to do when you're going to mount that fan is you're going to have to drill 4 holes to bolt it in. But I mean, other than that, it's not a big deal.
And cover one row of slots with tape.
Yeah, seal it off. After that, it's nothing but pure filtered cool air going in.
What are you doing, Dano?
Oh, let me send that to you, Daryl.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can kind of hear you.
Who's that, Dano?
Pump it up, Dano.
What's wrong with
Dan? You on your 2-meter antenna?
What are you on, your 2-meter beam?
80 watts.
Tom, it's all we put out, isn't it? Sounds all frequency, too.
Well, it's on James' frequency, and I thought maybe all around the same one.
Well, I don't know.
KK5 deal.
KM5QS. This radio is supposed to be on frequency. I don't know.
Yeah.
More gooder.
Okay.
Where's your amplifier?
It's tuned for 40 and didn't want to mess with it. I'm just listening.
I did that on 40 today, the whole day. I didn't want to tune it, so I ran at 200 watts.
Too lazy.
Hey, I've done that before.
I talked to Charlie and Jim. I guess somebody else on 40 with us today.
Yeah, I heard you out there, but it didn't sound like you could hear anybody.
Well, I finally put an amplifier on, then they all disappeared.
Oh, yeah, the band wasn't very good.
But all right.
He was a little crappy today. It was good yesterday, though.
Who?
40 meters.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was a bunch of stuff on there today, but it was real light, I thought.
Yeah, it played out 2-3 different times.
Yeah.
Contesters.
I can still hear 7200 today.
Well, I tell you what, you go over there right now, there's plenty of them over there.
Yeah, you hear that all day long.
It is raving lunatics there all day long.
Man, that's sad.
And your bud down on 3823 LAX.
Oh, man.
He needs that quad deck from Sammy on them 41000s.
Daryl.
Yes, sir.
I just texted you that the info for the fan for the Alpha.
All right, thank you, sir.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty quiet. I put one on my 76, and I was pretty impressed by how quiet that thing is. But it still moves some air.
Well, from what I was reading on the description on it, it's lower RPM, high volume, so you don't get that noise.
Yeah. High-speed fan tends to make more noise. Higher speed, it could do 105 CFM, but at the speed they run, it's about 65.
No, according to them, at the speed they're running at, it's 51 CFM.
Yeah, still more than the little
than
squirrel cage can flow through it, so it'll be slowed down to about 40 when it goes through there.
That's all right. You got a pressurized chassis at that point.
Yeah, it's a good thing about a pressurized chassis. Dust can't find a way in.
Yeah, there won't be no gravity.
Cover, or in the fan, so yep. This thing had quite a bit of... Matt saw pictures of what the tubes looked like after I washed them, and man, they were nasty. I have no idea how that crap got in there that was in there, but it was...
What was it?
Oh, I had a bunch of... I took my 3CX800s out today out of this amp and cleaned them up and soaked them in solution, and man, there was all kinds of junk that fell out of those damn tubes. Oh, they were nasty. There was red dust and dirt and hair and other stuff. I have no idea what it was.
Yeah, looked like a bunch of black hairballs.
I'll see y'all later. I'm going to run up to 22 and see if we have a net receiver in KM5QS.
All right, catch you later, Jay.
We'll see you, Jay.
See you later, Jay.
What was your question, Dano? No. Hell, I just got this amp yesterday, but no, I don't have any cats.
Hey, I got something the other day where the guy had cats, and oh my God, it was packed full of fur balls and the blower, the whole bit, everywhere. It was just, I called him and I said, man, you got to do something about those cats. He said, I never had any problem before.
Yeah, he probably let them sleep on top of it.
Or something. Man, nobody ever cleaned that puppy out.
Yeah, well, I had to do some cleaning today. I had this thing ripped apart for about 5 hours cleaning and doing all kinds of stuff. Man, there was all kinds of crap coming out of those cooling fins on those tubes. Matt told me the old Joe Pursley trick, his formula for soaking and cleaning tubes in a solution, and man, it worked good.
Was it Drano?
Oh, no, it wasn't Drano.
Held it all that cat.
Drano.
There's ammonia, 409, and hot water.
Yeah, and if you put a little bit of vinegar in there with it, that helps also.
A bit of what?
Vinegar.
Yeah.
That tough stuff, that vinegar just knocks it off.
A touch of white vinegar.
Yep. That's what I had. That was my ingredient that I added to it, and it helped for a while. It wasn't doing a whole lot, and I added a little bit of white vinegar to it, and yeah, it started knocking that crap off.
Yeah, the ammonia cleans silver really good, but some other things it's not so good at. And then 409 cuts grease real good, but it's not so good at other stuff. So sometimes you got to add that last ingredient. I recall Joe using white vinegar one time when he had a particularly tough one that it was a KWM2 that was filled to the top with dirt dauber's nests.
Oh, that's nice.
Big L.
Yeah, he washed that thing off for a week with that stuff. Just kept washing it until... And then a year later, he showed me the same radio. I said, this ain't the same radio. It looked like a brand new radio, just shiny, and everything looked new on it. The nice thing, that stuff doesn't take lettering off. You know, if you got silkscreen letters, it doesn't take them off.
Yeah. Well, you know, 409 is mainly ammonia, but it must be diluted somewhat, huh?
Yeah, it's quite diluted. You need a stronger ammonia to deal with tarnish on like silver plating and stuff like that. And then if you got some really tough stuff like Maury had, a little white vinegar, supercharges it.
Yeah, Dan, those things were sitting in that I mixed all of the ammonia, the 409, the hot water, and the vinegar together, nuked it in the microwave for about 3 minutes so it was good and hot. Took them tubes, dropped them in, or not drop them, but set them in there and let them sit in there submerged for about, 35, 40 minutes, and took a little toothbrush to them and kind of cleaned them up, and man, they don't even look like the same tubes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, I'll bet heating them up helped, or heating that stuff up helped. Did it take the lettering off?
Not well. There wasn't any lettering to start with, but no, it didn't seem to hurt them. And when I got done with them, you rinse them off with hot water. Then I took them and set them in the toaster oven on convection bake at 225 degrees for 45 minutes. Let them get good and dried out. Got done with that, let them sit out for about half an hour, stuck them back in the amp, plugged them in, and everything's good. I would have never figured submersion, putting tubes underwater for down in that liquid, but it works.
Well, you worried it's going to dissolve the seal or something?
No, I was thinking, well, water gets in it, and I was thinking, well, if it gets water in it, that tube ain't no good anyway, so that's the least amount of your problems you got to worry about.
Yeah, well, if water gets inside, why bother with it? It's a bad tube, man.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, the tube's going to be bad anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it.
What did you do with that water when you were done with it? It's probably toxic.
I poured it down the sink into my septic system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I had anything down there that didn't belong there, I figured that'd choke them out on the way down. Yeah, that water started off clear when I started with it, and by the time I got done with it, it was green. It was a greenish black.
That means that it was stripping some copper, some copper oxides too. That turns black like.
Hell, my damn gloves that I was wearing to do that with. When I got done, my damn gloves had changed color.
Yep,
man,
it's
I
potent
put my
stuff,
bare
man.
hands in there.
You gotta be careful with this. It's pretty potent. You did good. You kept an eye on it and didn't let it sit in there too long. One time I let a tube sit in there too long, forgot about it, come back, and it was copper colored.
Yeah, that's all right. They still cool good that way. W5 or WT?
Oh, I ran the thing. There wasn't nothing else wrong with it. KK5DR.
W5FT.
K5 WD.
That was Freddie's idea, I think, wasn't it?
Doesn't have that strong of a signal. Freddie's never been that strong.
He wasn't too bad this afternoon on 40. He actually had somewhat of a decent signal.
Yeah, but here, no bueno.
I didn't say here.
No, I ever hear him.
Antenna's limited.
I listened to 40 for a few minutes, and I did hear him up there, and he was stronger on 40 than here on 80. Probably because his indoor antenna, or his fence-mounted antenna, doesn't get out very well on 80.
I don't think I've ever talked to him on 40.
He was in there this afternoon. He was doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're missing out, Dan.
Yeah.
I guess so.
You were in there tuning, making some racket this afternoon on 40.
Yeah, did you think you were on the dummy load and you were actually on the 40-meter antenna?
Well, I thought I was on the dummy load a couple times, and I moved off the frequency, but somebody must have been listening.
Yeah, Jim and I both heard it, and Jim kept saying, "What the hell are you doing, Dan?"
Oh, well, I couldn't hear Jim after I got an amplifier on there. I couldn't hear anybody.
Yeah, I told Jim, I said, he's got a damn receiver shut off. He ain't hearing what we're saying. You're sitting there doing all that testing, and we're in there trying to talk. Damn Cormer.
Just whistling, carrying on.
Yeah, you whistling and carrying on, doing all kinds of crap.
Well, at least I know you can hear me now.
Oh,
You fix your radio by whistling in it too? I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, we kept hollering at you, but I don't think you could hear us.
No, he didn't hear us because he never answered.
Receiver was shut off.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got my flex over here on 2 meters, and I got it up on FM, and you know, watch this one guy, boy, he's over-modulating the hell out of his signal.
What, tonight?
Yeah, it's on a repeater. I got it on, I was putting a transverter thing on, you know, and I got it up on FM where the repeaters are at. You can really see the modulation on FM on this screen.
Oh, shoot, let me adjust my tuner here. I'll be right back.
It's about time.
Yeah, for guys
amplifier
pulling
line
in,
probably
he ain't
helped
got
too.
one, does he?
Hey, this is a week I've heard this. Dan, get a signal.
Yeah, he's running usually a legal limit.
Yeah, I know. I got headphones on and I can still barely hear him.
I think he's barefoot.
Yeah, I can tell. Dan be like this right here probably. That's barefooted 23 watts.
Less than that.
It's less than this.
Turn it down to like 10.
10 watt?
Yeah, you sound good there.
Who does?
You do.
Yeah, you're still too strong.
23 watts?
Yeah, turn it down to 5.
Yeah, I'll turn the amp back on.
Oh.
I'm going to go the other way. I ain't going down, going up.
Enough of that QRP crap.
Yeah, that's right.
Almost had him, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let Dan play that QRP
More
stuff.
than that.
There, that ain't better?
There you go.
Marginally better.
Now, if you put about 500 behind that.
Double whatever you got on coming out of it.
It's still only putting out about 80 watts, but at least I got the SWR down to less than 4 to 1.
Well, quadruple it.
4 to 1?
Yeah.
Man.
Be on your 2 meter beam?
No,
Did you break your antenna or something?
I'm loading up the fence.
Why? Are you
Load
trying
up
to
the
be like Freddie?
fence.
Yeah, boy, I got a metal fence.
Good grief.
Next thing you need to do is talk on a attic dipole. Or G5RV or whatever it is he has up there.
Fence antenna.
Yeah, he's got that, but he's got an attic antenna too. I think it's a G5RV.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I saw his attic antenna the other day over there. It's just heavy-duty insulated wire, and he's got it going every which way up there. I think it's just like a dipole or a loop.
He just got it strung randomly in there.
Well, kind of, but the roof, the peaks of the roof are pretty random, so he just follows those, and he got some insulators every so often, but I can see how it could work.
So you got a metal roof on that thing?
What?
So you got a metal roof?
No. And he doesn't have that Tech Shield aluminum on it either.
Got a metal roof just kills those things.
Yeah, that's what I've got here in the garage. Hell, I can't, even my cell phone doesn't work very well in here.
Now wait a minute, you could put an antenna on top of that and it actually enhances your signal.
Oh, yeah. Takes your own thing.
Yeah, about 25 feet above it for 40 meters, you'd be a Skywave king. Be a cloud burner.
He ought to hook up his gutters.
Yeah, I looked at that too. He could do that, but he's got a lot of, he doesn't have enough gutters to have 2 pieces long enough to do it yet.
Well, he could run him a loop around them gutters with a little clip on it or something, or throw it in the damn gutter as far as that goes.
Oh, yeah. That's what I did out there at Kingwood. First antenna, I got some of those Radio Shack standoffs, that you screw into the wood. And I ran, it's probably number, 18, 20 gauge insulated wire all the way around the house, 220 or 240 feet. That thing worked pretty good, actually. always loose.
Light up the house, huh?
Well, it knocked stereo or something like that out now and then, but otherwise no problem.
Well, maybe those things need to be shut off anyway.
That's right.
Don't need to be watching TV all day and all night. Don't need to be talking on the phone all day and all night.
Yeah. That's like that ad on TV, that little girl hollering at the boy about him watching what do you call it, the Science Channel or something. And he said, well, what the hell is TV? You're not supposed to learn anything. You want to watch the cartoon.
That's what I like. The stupider, the better.
Yeah. KWZ, probably a couple late.
Just making up for it.
Well, this is an old ICOM 740 that I got. It was kind of a parts unit from a guy, and fiddled with it a bit and got it working, and so far the damn thing's working.
Yeah, it is. You resurrected it.
Yeah, afraid to turn it off. Try and turn it back on again.
Yeah, I saw a 745 that I thought about buying. They wanted $395 for it. It had every mod ever done to it. Had the RAM, the RAM was replaced with a PyX board, so didn't have to worry about that. Had all the filters in it, all the FM, AM, FM, everything, and a power supply. $395. Well, I gave it some serious thought to getting that.
Yeah. Yeah, that is, especially if it's got power supply and it's working in it.
Yeah.
I don't know what vintage the 740 was, but I don't think they're very recent.
Well, they're mid-80s.
Oh, okay. I didn't think they were that new even.
Yeah, around 83, 84. And then the 745 came out after that. I think it was 86, 87 in there.
Yeah.
And then the 735 was 88. So I had one of the first ones out.
That is pretty.
And it had problems. Took me a good while. It took me a year to figure out what the problem was. I even sent it to ICOM once, and they couldn't figure it out. And so I sat there and went over the schematics, till one day the radio quit, and I picked it up, turned it upside down, it came back on. I go, hold on a minute. So I ran it upside down for a while. And then I said, well, it must be something mechanical inside. So I opened it up, started poking around, and I found a one of those multi-pin inline jacks, cable jacks, in the middle of the main board. So I tapped on it, and it started flickering on and off. I go, I think I'm getting warm. And I finally tapped on the connector right in the middle of it. And the radio cut off, and when I'd wiggle that one connector back and forth, it'd turn on and off. And so I pulled the header apart and crimped the connector better and shoved it back on there and never had that trouble again.
And it was a brand new radio, huh?
Brand new. It was a month old when I got it. The guy that had it before me said, oh, this thing's got all kinds of problems. I want to get something else. So I traded him just about everything I had at the time and got it, and he wasn't even 5 minutes down the road and I already had it figured out. I had to figure out what he was doing wrong. And then the intermittent came later on, about 6 months after I got it, the intermittent started up.
Hey, I'm going to turn the processor on here. Tell me if it sounds first of all, tell me if it makes any difference. There, that's for the processor on there, but this thing, I got to have the mic gain wide open to even get 80 watts out of it. But I don't know if the processor makes it better or worse or what.
It actually makes you less muffled. It clears up your audio and your talk power increased, your signal increased.
Oh, I'll be darned. Well, I'm going to leave it on then. I got one of those SM30s on here. I could crank the, that little pot on the bottom. I could probably crank that open a bit. That's probably about a third of the way.
Oh, yeah, it needs a preamp mic. So, yeah, you turn that desk mic up and you can bring the mic gain on the rig down then.
All right, well, that's about as far as it'll go. Hey, by God, it's almost 100 watts now. Look at there.
Yeah, it's a little too much now.
All right, well, then I'll back down on the mic gain a little bit. Does that help any?
There you go. I think you're about right now.
So we're good. I'll get me a D104 and put on here.
No, you don't really need to do that. Just turn your processor on and off.
Yeah. Well, at least I can see some ALC action now. That's refreshing.
Yeah. Those 740s, they took a lot of mic gain. Typically, they had amplified mics going into.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get out of here because I got an appointment with a bowl of Bluebell. How do you like them apples?
Sound like a good date.
Too late to eat that stuff, Matt.
What do you mean too late? It ain't never too late.
That doctor told me that's if you eat Bluebell after 8 o'clock, you're going to be diabetic.
Well, we'll see.
Well, you still got a half hour, so eat it fast.
Yeah, I get brain freeze. Anyway, catch y'all later. Have a good one. KK5DR.
Yeah, take it easy, Matt. KWOZ.
Have a good one, Matt. I'm going to roll over 22 and see what they've got. Have a great evening, W5MIX.
I'm going to step across the room, get a different radio with an amplificator on. I'll be back, KWOZ.